What are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. Looks like a man. I don't know what it was. Just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. Or whatever it was that was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better...
Sure.
Theo!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes.
You're listening to Paranormal 411. Coming to you live from an undisclosed location deep within the Appalachian Mountains. Bringing you the unknown with your hosts David Reagan and Jason Scott. Paranormal 411. All right.
Ooh, it's another great week.
Another great week here in the bunker.
Woo. The bunker might be the best place to be here pretty soon.
Maybe.
Things keep going the way they're going. It's pretty crazy out there, isn't it? Remember, we are live on Spreaker and on Podbean. And you could also come over to paranormal411.org. Sign up, become a member. It's free. But you come into our live show and chat room and come chat with us there also. Right,
Oh,
Jason?
yeah. You can. You can do that.
So we got 3 places you could come and visit us. Isn't that awesome?
And if you want to mosey on over to YouTube, you can look at that too.
Yeah, mosey on over. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at Paranormal 411.
We got 760 something followers on YouTube again.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we had to delete it so we could change the name. That's pretty bad, isn't it?
Also, they took one of our shows off.
Yeah, they didn't like the content. Go figure. And it wasn't even what the show was about. We just made some remark, I guess, and they said, you can't do that.
Who sits there and listens to that?
Hey, they need to start paying us if they're going to listen to them.
That's right.
So, hope everybody out there is doing good on this beautiful Friday night. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Friday night. So, how you doing, Jason?
Pretty good.
Did you have a good week?
No.
No.
Had to work.
Oh, well, I know how you feel. I've been gone for 2 weeks.
Well, how's it feel to be back?
I forgot what my house looked like almost. I forgot what this bunker even looked like. It's just a distant memory. We got a great show tonight, though.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking about some EVP stuff.
I like it.
Maybe the history of it and how it works and how it got started.
And even some famous people that was really into it.
Oh, yeah.
So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But you know what?
What?
You know what we got to do right now?
What's we got, Dave?
This Day in History with Mr. David Reagan.
Oh, thank you, Jason. That's an awesome way to say it. So today is March 18th, 2022. On this day in 2017, American singer, songwriter, and guitarist Chuck Berry, who was a leading and influential performer in rhythm and blues and rock and roll music, died at the age of 90. You like Chuck Berry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some pretty good stuff. On this day in 1990, in what was considered the world's biggest art heist, 2 men pretending to be police officers stole 13 works, including paintings from Rembrandt and Johns Vermeer from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. The stolen art was never recovered. Wow.
So I wonder what they They didn't. Did they sell it?
I would say some rich person probably bought it and has it in a private collection. And that's just my opinion. But and those are just a couple of things that happened on this day in history. Well.
All right.
Well.
Thank you, David Reagan, for that.
That was awesome,
That information was great.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So, I guess we'll go to a promo.
We're going to a quick break.
Do a quickie. All right, we're going to go to a quick break. Remember, we are live on Spreaker and on Podbean. You could also come over to our website, paranormal411.org. Sign up, become a member. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Then you come into our live show and chat room and come and chat with us. Oh, man, it's fun. We could throw all kinds of pictures, do all kinds of stuff up in the chat room that we can't do in these other chat rooms. So it's kind of nice to come over here and sign up, become a member. Like I said, it's free. So remember, you're listening to Paranormal 411. Your hosts are Jason and David, and we'll be back right after this quick break.
In a world on the edge of oblivion, go to paranormal411.org for all of your paranormal, extraterrestrial, and cryptid needs.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Paranormal411. Join us on the website at paranormal411.org. It's free to sign up and become a member. All of our upcoming shows are on the guest and events page. You can also listen to past shows on the website as well. And if you like the show and want to support us, you can do that by becoming a premium member for only $2 a month. Thanks for listening to Paranormal 411. Join us.
This is Jeff Reagan of the band Catalyst. Visit Paranormal 411. Click on our link on the right-hand side to listen to or purchase any of our albums on BandLab.
All right, welcome back after that quick break.
Yeah, we wanted to thank Catalyst for that awesome music and allowing us to use that music. We definitely want to thank them. If anybody's in the Knoxville area here in East Tennessee, April 16th, they will be having a concert. So definitely check them out. We also want to talk about a good friend of ours and the shows, Legends and Lore Pizzeria in Madisonville, Tennessee. That place is fantastic. I mean, Eddie, that owns the place, is knowledgeable. He goes and ghost hunts and hunts for Bigfoot and does all kinds of stuff and has tons of stories. So go there and not only have some damn good pizza, but ask him to tell you a story or two.
Oh yeah,
He's got them. He's definitely got some dang good stories. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. And the pizza, I promise you, it's second to none.
so which one did you get today?
I tried this new pizza.
Was it any good?
It was good. I added some jalapenos, and it's called the conspiracy theory. His new pizza. And so I laughed at him when I added the jalapenos, and I said, "This is called global warming." So we had to laugh about it, but no, it was good. And then we had our normal, the Exorcist pizza, which is just fantastic. And he's got wings in.
Yeah, he won't have them next time. I was just there Wednesday.
Yeah, he sells out of wings quick. They're the best wings in the world.
Had his Area 51 pizza.
I haven't tried it.
It's
Good.
It's different.
Yeah?
It's tacos.
Taco pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to eat that when I was a kid, when I lived in Texas.
But he was out of the wings. He had boneless, but he didn't have them big old juicy legs that I like.
Yeah, those things are huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
Biggest freaking wings ever.
Mango, habanero.
Mm-hmm. Making everybody hungry.
All right, we're going to, like David said, we're going to be talking about the history of EVPs and EVP research, right?
Yes.
So, what is EVPs, David? Huh?
Electronic voice phenomena. Phenomena.
Phenomena.
That's funny.
It's that mysterious sound of disembodied human-like voices
Yes.
of unknown origin that are heard through electronic devices.
We had one just recently happen to us.
Yes.
A growl.
It's on our video. It's on YouTube. If you would like to check out our new video of an investigation we did, just go to Paranormal 411 on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah.
No talking about COVID on there either, because they'll shut us down.
Yeah.
Anyway. Boy, this coffee's good, Jason.
Yeah. This Mellow Yellow's good too. So, they're voices of unknown origin that are heard through electronic devices and are usually heard in the form of sounds imprinted on the audio recording through radio noise.
So white noise.
Yes.
Like that. We might have just caught one and didn't know it until we listened back.
Are they?
Freddy is a devil. No.
Are those boxes not modified though? Or can you just use a plain old radio?
You could use a plain old radio. Some people back in the day would turn on a fan for the white noise of the fan. So I mean, any white noise. That's where the movie They're Back. Remember?
Yeah, she's TV.
She's standing in front of the TV with the white noise.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I mean that it's been around for a while where they knew about the EVPs.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
Not at all. And if you think that this is something new to ghost hunting and the paranormal and stuff like that, you're going to learn a few things tonight that might blow your mind. Oh man.
Where's Bird Dog? He ain't in here yet.
He's working.
Yeah. So, the first radio transmission was made by an Italian inventor. Now, I might get these names mixed up or messed up.
That's why I like letting you, look at this kind of stuff.
Guglielmo Guglielmo
Macarena?
Marconi. So, Guglielmo Marconi, or Huiglio Marconi.
Julio.
In 1895. That's a long time ago.
It is.
And by the early 1900s. So the possibility that radio-based equipment could be used to contact the dead was being explored that early. Father Roberto Landel de Moura was a Brazilian Catholic priest and an inventor. You know, they've invented a lot of things.
The Catholics?
Yeah. You remember that one thing they invented? Hold on. The coronavisor.
The coronavisor, yeah.
Yes.
We talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did a show on that. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Uh-huh. That coronavisor's crazy.
Yeah, you can watch the past.
Yeah.
On a little TV.
So today's episode.
Excuse me.
1892. What happened on this day in history?
Yeah. So, Roberto Landel de Moura, who was an early pioneer in long-range radio broadcast and voice transmission technologies. I didn't even know they had them words back in. He was the first to experiment with electronic spirit communication. I like that word. In 1910, it said that he laid the groundwork for future generations of EVP researchers. And he demonstrated a device that produced EVPs through radio technology.
Huh. Really?
Really.
Oh, that's awesome.
So his work is a little more than just a legend, and very little is known about his sessions in which he spoke to spirits. Even at the time, the inventor refused to talk about the inner workings of his device, as communicating with spirits through any other method other than prayer is frowned upon in the church.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Me neither, but I'm not a Catholic.
And they do exorcisms and stuff like that, and they frown upon. Well, how
you're not supposed to know what happens after you die.
Yeah. I was watching the new Spider-Man today, and I seen when Doctor Strange knocked Peter out of his body.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, huh?
That's exactly
what happened to you.
Yes. Weird.
Yeah, that new Spider-Man's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go watch maybe this weekend. Watch the new Batman. It's supposed to be really good.
It's supposed to be good.
Yeah, Jeff told me it was awesome, and he's a Batman freak. So if he says it's awesome, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
So not getting off topic or nothing.
Nah. We're talking about paranormal stuff. So it's frowned upon by the church, and it could also be seen as a little suspicious that the man who some claim sent a voice transmission before even Marconi had a box that was able to hear his questions. When he spoke into it, it answered back by producing a voice through a speaker.
Wow.
You'd be amazed what energy can do.
Yeah.
We don't know our potential.
No. Yeah, I believe so. I mean, we are energetic beings.
Yeah, we have a few here that they do reach their full potential, and this is the people that excel.
I was just watching before the show, about the psy-ops and stuff, and Uri Geller and all those guys who could tell you what was going on to a degree that's just fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So in the 1920s, the American inventor, guess who?
Thomas Edison.
You wouldn't have thought.
Never would have. Never.
Thomas Edison.
Yes.
He fueled the possibility that technology could be used to communicate with spirits. He was also inventor who contributed to such technologies as the what?
Electric light.
The light.
Yes.
The phonograph.
Yeah. Nickel iron batteries.
Nickel iron batteries. But in the 1920s, he shared a belief that it may be just possible to build a machine that could communicate with human personalities that live on after death. So he
was part of the spiritualist movement of that time. A very big part of that spiritualist movement.
In the 20s.
The 20s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very big into the spiritualist movement, so seances, the whole 9 yards. So it wouldn't, surprise me that he would try to delve into something like that, being an inventor,
Yeah. So he said he's been thinking for some time of a machine or apparatus which could be operated by personalities which have passed on to another existence or sphere. It seems that what Edison was proposing to do was give investigators a more scientific approach to spiritualism than the other crude methods that are used today, like Ouija boards or tipping a table.
Yeah, which some of that has been used or has actually been shown as fake because of wires and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So Edison died in 1931, having never completed the device or giving any further information on the theory behind it or its operation.
Yeah, but did you know? I have something for you right here.
Probably don't know.
Did you know that his machine can actually be viewed in the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C.?
What was it called? Something phone.
I don't know. They don't mention it here exactly what it was called, but they're saying that it is in the Smithsonian in Washington, and you could view the.
I read about it. I think it's called the Spirit Phone.
Spirit Phone. That's a hell of a name for it. Yeah.
So as technology has evolved, well, let's talk about something else here. Let's see. Well, as technology evolved, recording equipment became accessible, and with this innovation came attempts to capture spirit voices in recordings. The true origins of the modern day EVP movement. It was an American psychic of Hungarian descent named Attila von Zala who was at the forefront of this new approach. So at the time when von Zala was working as a photographer in California, where he specialized in spirit photography, which is the art of photographing ghosts or spirits.
That's a pretty neat, thing that they used to do too, where they could psychically manifest things onto film.
Yep, it is. It's crazy. So to expand his work, he decided to attempt to capture the voices of spirits. So he did this using one of the first commercially available home recording devices, the Packard Bell phonocord.
Huh. Well,
the phonocord record cutter used an external microphone to record sounds to a 5-inch blank record spinning at 78 revolutions. Is this the guy? Maybe not the same guy, but is this who Art Bell had on his show about when he was
Might have been.
Because it was an old thing he had on there.
Yeah, it might be because it's... Oh, keep going.
So the device was also capable of playing back the recordings. And from 1950 onwards, von Zale teamed up with psychologist Raymond Bayless, and together they continued experimenting. And in 1956, technology once again leaped forward. Mm-hmm. Wonder why. Roswell.
Aliens. I'm not saying it's aliens, but I think it may be aliens.
So they began using a reel-to-reel.
And I think that is what they were playing on the old Art Bell show, was reel-to-reel.
Yeah.
Was those old reel-to-reel recordings.
They conduct their EVP experiments in much the same way as mediums. A microphone was placed in an insulated spirit cabinet. The medium, in this case, psychic von Zale, would sit in the cabinet in order to channel the spirits. The microphone was connected to the tape recorder, which was outside the cabinet. So the researchers found that they had captured many unexplained sounds in their recordings that they didn't hear during the experiment. Some of these sounds were recorded, and at times there was no medium in the cabinet.
Ooh.
So Reverend Charles Drayton Thomas, a British Methodist minister and spiritualist, also became one of the first to capture a spirit voice in a recording in the early 40s. He was a member of the Society for Physical Research, and he was investigating the validity, of well-known mediums at the time. Gladys Osborne Leonard. During one of their sessions together, Thomas found that he had captured on tape the disembodied voice of his own father.
Now that would be something.
Yes.
I mean, when you could tell that it's your dad. I mean, you know your mom and dad's voice.
Yes.
So you'd be like, dude, that was like my dad. And he said, son, you disappoint me now.
Yeah. Don't go to the light.
Don't use the fork. No, but that's, I mean, honestly though, that would be pretty crazy. I mean, if you're doing EVP work and stuff starts coming in so clear that you could tell who it is like that it's a family member. Wow. I mean, that puts grade A right next to that. It has to be. It can't be some of this fuzzy stuff that you can't really hardly hear that people bring forefront sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to find our old EVPs. They're on my phone still. Ones we captured at my house.
Yeah. You still got your old phone?
No, but it's on my
Okay.
it's on my card that's on this phone, so
Why don't you tell us about them?
I could actually during the next break find them and play them
Okay.
because they're on the phone.
Sounds good.
We'll actually play 2 of them because that's what we got too.
We got 2.
But hey, they're
and
very good.
We did get one, a growl,
and it's very audible.
in last month's investigation, our very first investigation as Paranormal 411.
Yes, it was a good investigation. We did some Estes method and stuff. So definitely go check that out. Right?
Yeah, YouTube, Paranormal 411.
Heck yeah.
So, the next leap forward in the field of EVP research came in 1959 when Frederick Jurgensen. That's an easy name. He was a painter and a film producer from Sweden. Yeah. He captured what he thought sounded like voices on a tape. The recording happened by accident while Jurgensen was attempting to record bird song in the woodlands.
Oh, so he was like in the woods when he... oh, that's kind of creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get out.
Don't you touch that tree.
That's my bird.
So he concluded that the voice in the recordings was clearly human, but he was unable to
Ascertain
how it had been recorded, as the tape had been blank before.
Oh, so it couldn't be like
No
it had been
leaking
dug
through.
over.
Yeah. So the area of woodland he'd been in was very remote, which eliminates the possibility that someone made the sounds at the time. So this led him to investigate the phenomena further. He was able to rule out the possibility of radio interference and eventually started to capture much longer phrases and sentences.
Oh.
He then found that the voices in his recording started to address him by name.
Oh, that's creepy.
And was able to identify one of the voices of his dead mother.
Wow.
Everybody can't be crazy.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's too much stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, even nowadays, you could say, oh, well, you accidentally caught radio interference or whatever. Back then, you can't really say that, I don't know. And if you're on, like what we recorded that growl with, there's no radio interference with that. It's just a straight, digital voice recorder. So there's no ties to radio or anything else.
Yeah.
That's crazy too, when you could say, hey, that's the voice of my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's crazy.
So later in his research, he became the first to combine the technique of recording EVPs with the earlier method of radio contact in order to improve his results. Ooh. So he went on to write two books on the subjects of EVPs. And one of them is Rosterna från Rymden, which translates to Voices from the Universe. And the other one is Radio och Makro von Kontakt med Doda. And that translates into, translated into German as Sprechfunk mit Verstehen. And that translates to English as voice transmissions with the deceased. You may do that again.
Yeah, I like that.
Sprechfunk mit Verstehen.
Oh.
Your papers are in order. So we'll stop right there if you want to.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break.
Take a quickie.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll get me some more coffee.
Yes.
Oh, man. So, remember that we're live on Spreaker and on Podbean. You can come over to paranormal411.org. Sign up, become a member. It's free. Doesn't cost nothing, right, Jason?
Yep.
Completely free.
Free.
You come into our live show and chat room and chat with us in there. Oh, man. It's fun. I'm going to, during this break, I'll look for these EVPs that we have. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's Tweety Bird.
Jason's giving me the crickets.
I meant to hit this one.
Uh-oh. And we want to thank all of our premium members. Uh-oh.
The Russians are coming.
The Russians are coming. Want to thank all of our premium members, and we will be back after this quick break.
This is Jeff Reagan of the band Catalyst. Visit Paranormal 411. Click on our link on the right-hand side to listen to or purchase any of our albums on BandLab. In a world on the edge of oblivion, go to paranormal411.org for all of your paranormal, extraterrestrial, and cryptid needs.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Paranormal411. Join us on the website at paranormal411.org. It's free to sign up and become a member. All of our upcoming shows are on the guest and events page. You can also listen to past shows on the website as well. And if you like the show and want to support us, you can do that by becoming a premium member for only $2 a month. Thanks for listening to Paranormal 411. Join us.
All right, we are back, and we've been talking about EVPs and electronic voice recordings. Another one was our Augustino Gemelli. He captured an unexplained voice on tape, and like Jurgensen, he captured the sounds inadvertently, and it was the sound of a deceased parent. Gemelli was an Italian Franciscan friar and former physician. He captured the voice in 1952 while working in Milan with Father Pellegrino Ernetti, an Italian priest and scientist. So the pair were attempting to record the sounds of Gregorian chants. And guess what they were using?
What?
Reel to reel.
Uh-huh.
But they were experiencing technical issues with the microphone. At one point, the recording session, Gemelli looked to the heavens and asked his dead father for help. When he and Ernetti later reviewed the tape, they heard a voice that Gimli recognized as his father that said, "Of course, I shall help you. I'm always with you."
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful. I mean, how can you refute that? I wish we could have these recordings.
Yeah.
And you know what I didn't do?
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. I had to go get coffee. I had to run out of the bunker, and that's like 30 steps out of the ground. Close the hatch. Run 100 yards to the house.
Yep.
Run inside. We're going to have to get a coffee maker in the bunker.
So when you come back, you had to get in the chamber to
Decontaminate.
Yeah, decontaminate.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't have to be scrubbed down because there was there's no particles. That was on me. So I made it back, but I didn't look for those voices. But I shall do it while Jason's talking here, and I'll find him. I shall find him.
So, inspired by the work of Jurgensen, the next big name in the field of paranormal research, you may have heard of this guy, Konstantin Radev, a Latvian parapsychologist, a writer, and a student of the famous Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung.
Carl Jung, yep.
Radev got in contact with Jurgensen after reading his book, and initially, yeah, it's the simple words. It's tongue twisting today.
That's all right. We
Initially worked with him to capture EVPs in 1965. So in one of these early experiments, he heard multiple voices in a recording with voices speaking in German, Latvian. What's that word? Latvian.
Yeah.
Which is Latin.
Yeah, I think so.
And French. One of the voices said, "Va dormir, Margaret," which translate "go to sleep, Margaret."
Wow.
Huh.
That's something. Go to sleep, Margaret.
What about "it's me again, Margaret"? Are you naked?
Yeah. Me again, Margaret.
So he wrote a book on EVPs. It's titled "On Horrores Weird Horror."
Well, I understand the weird part there.
So, translated into English, what in the hell is that talking? No, I'm just joking. What is inaudible becomes audible. That's the name of the book.
Okay.
An amazing experiment in electronic communication with the dead in 1971. He wrote, "These words made a deep impression on me as Margaret Petruski had died recently and her illness and death had greatly affected him." So there was some connection to Margaret. He also recorded the voice of a deceased parent, which most of these guys are. He heard his mother's voice using his childhood name.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it like a nickname?
Yeah, Custulet. It said, the voice said, "Custulet, this is your mother."
Well, there is no mistaking that.
You like my accent when I do these names?
I do. It's like you're actually German and stuff.
Your people are in order. So, Rodiv used several methods of recording EVPs, such, each method was carried out in strict laboratory conditions, which included screening from external radio interference. So, the most simple method employed was to use a normal microphone connected to a normal tape recorder.
Anyone there?
He left us running in silence with no one talking. At times, he even used this method, but without a microphone.
Ooh.
He also used a standard radio that was not tuned to any station, so that it just produced white noise, which he would record and later analyze for voices. And the voices obtained through this method are sometimes referred to as RVPs, or radio voice phenomena.
Huh.
So I noticed on the EV, on the spirit box,
Yes.
it scans.
It scans either AM or FM channels.
So it's not just sitting there.
Nope. That's why it's...
Why, and when you catch a EVP on these things, it's over multiple channels.
Yeah, and you'll hear the same voice. And it's, the exact same. And so it's scanning so fast that even when you do come across a station that's a channel, you're only there for like 1/100th of a second. And so you shouldn't get a whole word at all, much less a sentence. And sometimes you even get sentences in the same voice. And that is what should not happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where, no, we didn't get our growl off of that.
But we did get off of just a recording.
Yeah, off the digital audio recorder. But now the Estes method was using the spirit box, and we was getting words and stuff, some answers back.
So the third method that he used was similar, but used a modified radio. This method is known as diode recording, and it involved replacing the most important component in a simple crystal radio, the crystal detector. And you replace it with a piece of geranium, not uranium.
Yeah, geranium. Okay. I was like, uranium, holy moly.
This has become known as a geranium diode or Rodiv diode. The diode was too short to pick up radio transmissions and could not be tuned to a specific station. Instead, it acted as a noise generator being fed by a broadband of the radio spectrum. I guess that's where they got the idea to scan
the channels. Yeah. Gotcha.
So it is believed that this wide but untuned band of radio noise provided the raw energy required for spirit to form voices in the noise. In order to avoid his own subjectivity, he invited more than 400 impartial volunteers to listen back to these voices he had captured and to interpret them without bias, all of which are said to have heard distinguishable voices. So 400 out of 400 heard voices.
Wow.
Yep. They went on to record hundreds of hours of voices using this, but only when the device was used by O'Neill, Meek put his down to, let's see where we at. Meek put his down to O'Neill's psychic abilities being an essential component in the system. So you found anything yet?
I think, but I'm trying to get it to play. So I can see if I can. Let's see.
So I'll go on with this other case of early EVP research while you're looking. It was demonstrated by the Italian medium Marcello Basci. Starting in 1974, over a period of about 20 years, he gave public performances of his spirit communication technology to an audience in Italy. Audience members were given the chance to hear the voices of their deceased loved ones. So he started out by using an old military radio, which was used on ships, but eventually moved onto a larger vacuum tube radio set with 3 loudspeakers built in.
Oh.
He said that provided better sound and clearer voices. Both of these radios were said to be completely unmodified.
Really?
Yeah. So during the demonstration, he would then tune the radio to part of the radio spectrum, which was not broadcasting anything. There's not a particular frequency either. It's just any of them that's, not broadcasting.
Right. It's that white noise, isn't it?
So after 10 or 20 minutes, the white noise from the speakers would die down and the voices of spirits would clearly come through. A lot of skeptics tried to debunk his work, and the experiments were carried out in controlled conditions, but the results were the same even when the radio was isolated inside a Faraday cage.
Oh.
Yeah, that blocks all radio and electrical signals.
Now that's something right there.
Some people in the paranormal field claim that in order to try to debunk this, they have unplugged the radio, taken the back off to ensure that there are no batteries, and found that the voices persist even without power.
Wow.
So his radio does require power at all times to operate. I don't know. These people are smart. So as the EVP research movement grew, research associations formed all around the world, starting with Des Verens Feu. An association for transcommunication research. It was founded in Germany in 1975. That was followed by the American Association of Electronic Voice Phenomena, founded by EVP researcher Sarah Estep. It later became known as the Association Transcommunication, and it survives this day. So that Estep began her research into EVPs using a reel-to-reel, which most of them did, looks like. She started in 1976 after reading about the work of Frederick Jurgensen and Konstantin Radaev. She went on to become a leading researcher in her field, making hundreds, if not thousands, of recordings of voice messages, some of which she identified as deceased friends and relatives, and even, guess what?
What?
Extraterrestrials.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where it gets real interesting for me, because I like this this part of it, because it's not just recording dead people; it's recording sounds from other dimensions, I think. What do you think?
I think that's very possible.
Yeah.
I think you're kind of crazy to tune something like that out and say that it's impossible, that it can't happen. Because, you know, we both kind of believe in interdimensionality, interdimensional things.
We ought to found a group.
The interdimensionals.
The interdimensionalists.
But, you know, I really do think that a lot of the hauntings, a lot of the possession cases are interdimensional beings.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my belief. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, or I'm just saying that, you know, I think that just like you have things that live off a host here, like ticks and stuff like that, I think some of these interdimensional beings can do that too. They see us as food. We're energy, and they attach, and there you go. There's your demon. Again.
Yep.
I don't know.
So
Maybe.
she, you know, Estep, she was known, you know, she was really famous for her classification system. That's where the A, B, and C system came from, was her.
Okay.
Class A used to categorize the highest quality.
If I can find these, you'll get to hear some Class A's.
The Class C being the poorest. I guess B would be in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So in the 21st century, we've seen an explosion of electronic devices used for spirit communication.
Yep.
People's making them, you know, at home in their garage. Unlike their predecessors, the new versions are mass-produced and sold to any interested investigator. That one store that we got the REM pod from, it's like just a garage store, garage shop.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cheap.
Yes.
I hope it works.
I think it will. I think it'll be good.
But you know, now we got smartphones.
Yes.
So the technology, you can get it on your mobile phone now.
Yep. You really can.
The first of these devices.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I'm still trying to find this.
Yeah. The first of these devices was called the Frank's box. That's the one I was telling you about. It was invented by Frank Sumpton. And his idea of a device that sweeps through radio frequencies.
So that's the first.
It's become common thing in the paranormal field to have a spirit box.
Yep.
Or ghost box.
We've got one.
We do.
And they work good.
Mm-hmm. Advances in technology have also made it easier for paranormal investigators to capture EVPs while they're on ghost hunts. The days are gone where investigators, had to lug around a large reel-to-reel or...
I'm glad we wasn't around during those times. Whew.
Yeah. Now you can just hold it in your hand. Use it with your phone, an app on your phone. What do you think, David?
I think I might have found one of them.
Well.
I don't know, though. It's taking me to some
I hope
crazy
so,
crap.
because I'm out of info.
What?
Yeah. While he's looking up.
That was it. That was the yes, remember? So this is the yes. So we was at my house and my old house doing some EVP work and stuff, and Jason was sitting in my chair, and the EMF detector just started going crazy right over his leg. Raise it up a little ways and it would go away, put it back down towards the closer he got to his knee, the bigger it'd peg out to the red. Go to the left, it'd go away. Go to the right, it would go away. But right there, it would stay on. So we started asking questions. And at one point, Jason asked, "Are you sitting on my lap?" That's exactly what he said. Now let's see if I can find the dang thing again. Dang it. There it is.
Are you sitting on my lap?
And then you get yes right at the end right there. So
Let's hear it again.
one more time.
Are you sitting on my lap?
Yes. Yes. So that's one of them. Let me find the other one. You want to go to a break and then me find the other one while we're on break, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take a break. So I told you we had one. You could also see our latest one that we did if you go to our YouTube, Paranormal 411 on YouTube, and look up the latest video Jason so masterfully put together.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It ain't that bad.
And so watch it. You'll actually get to hear a growl that we caught. It's you could hear it. It's a growl.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But definitely check that out. Come visit us at paranormal411.org. Sign up, become a member. It's free. You can also come into our live show and chat room and chat with us while we're doing our shows. Also, remember, we're simulcast on Podbean and on Spreaker. So give us a listen. And, we shall be back right after this quick break. If I can play. Damn. Oh, crap. What's it doing?
In a world on the edge of oblivion, go to paranormal411.org for all of your paranormal, extraterrestrial, and cryptid needs.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Paranormal411. Join us on the website at paranormal411.org. It's free to sign up and become a member. All of our upcoming shows are on the guest and events page. You can also listen to past shows on the website as well. And if you like the show and want to support us, you can do that by becoming a premium member for only $2 a month. Thanks for listening to Paranormal 411. Join us.
This is Jeff Reagan of the band Catalyst. Visit Paranormal 411. Click on our link on the right-hand side to listen to or purchase any of our albums on BandLab.
Well, I'm way too loud and I'm way too proud, and I've been called a fool a time or two, because I drink and I smoke and I always have a joke about all the hell that I put myself through. And I've got a few old friends that the good times never end. One call and there's a party on tonight. Well, I'm a rambling man and I do the best I can. You know my mama, she tried to raise me right. Some hearts along the way, too many names for me to say. You know I never meant to do no harm. I go through the bottom of a bottle, trying to wash away my sorrow, just to wind up with another in my arms. And I've been through hell and half of Georgia, and you know I need to warn ya, I've never been one to turn down a fight. I've got fire in my veins and trouble is my name. I have never been accused of being right, because nothing's gonna change me. This you need to know. Hard living is the only life I know. If you can't take the bright lights, then I guess you need to go. But if you have got what it takes, then welcome to the show. I can be so tired in the night, it's all mine. It don't take much to please a man like me. Well, I've been doing this so long, know so many say I do it wrong. I loved it even though it was for free. And I love my music loud and the sea around the crowd. Just give me both for one hell of a night. Whiskey bars and loud times may have given me these scars, but at least I know I tried to get it right. Because nothing's gonna change me. I guess you need to know. Hard living is the only life I know. If you can't take the bright lights, then I guess you need to go. But if you have got what it takes, then welcome to the show. This life has made me crazy, a little bit insane, but you know you wouldn't have me any other way. Nothing's gonna change me. I guess you need to know. Hard living is the only life I know. If you can't take the bright lights, then I guess you need to go. But if you have got what it takes, then welcome to the show.
All right.
All right, welcome back.
Want to thank again.
This is your host, David and Jason, and you're listening to Paranormal 411. The many voices of Jason
And David.
Paranormal 411.
Coming to you live. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. That was weird.
That was weird.
Wow. Now,
We got a little ghost going on here.
yeah, for some reason. Whoa.
Hold up now.
Wow.
We'll just leave that off.
Now that was some technical weirdness.
The TV just went off, or didn't go off, but it changed.
It went from being a monitor and changed back to the TV on its own.
Yes.
That's weird.
So weird. That's so weird, David.
That's so weird. I don't know. I can't find the other one, people. I'm sorry, but I'll have to really look because it's stuck somewhere deep in the crevices of my phone somewhere. Sorry.
I thought you was gonna say something else.
Yeah, that's why I went that way, but then I turned left. I made the right turn that I would take this time.
So I've got one here that I can play. It's from
Yes.
our first ever investigation last month.
Yes, it was a great investigation.
Yeah, this is the,
I swore something grabbed my hair and pulled it.
it's on the tape where you're flicking your head,
Yeah,
but we didn't have no sound.
that's weird too. So that was when it started. That's when I was in the bathroom too, wasn't
Yeah.
it? In the bathroom, it felt.
The bathroom was probably the most active location in the house, and it's where we had problems with the audio and the camera.
Yeah.
So we didn't get much of that into the video,
That sucks.
but we did catch this EVP.
Yes. Listen to this. What do you think?
Now, David's talking to Tomas about Tomas heard a growl
Yeah, in that room too.
in that room.
It was the master bedroom, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were recording EVPs with the voice recorder, so I'm gonna play it right now if it plays. I hope so. Here we go.
Did you hear it?
That was it. Yeah.
That was me.
Oh,
That was me saying, "Did you hear that growl?"
Listen,
listen.
you'll hear him talk about the growl. Yeah.
So that was us going through before we started the Estes method, and we was going through some of the checking see if we caught any EVPs, and that was pretty quick that we caught that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like,
And there
fast.
was something there at the end when we were starting to leave that we caught, but we can't figure out what it is. Remember I sent it to you?
Yeah,
It's kind of weird.
yeah,
It's like more of an electronic voice, but it can't figure out what it's saying either, but it's clear as a bell. It
Yeah.
might be a different language.
maybe.
Let's listen to this EVP one more time.
Did you hear it?
He went. That. Listen, you'll hear him talk about the growl.
Hear it? In the video, his eyes go,
Yeah.
whoop.
Then I hear Roy go, I heard it.
That was actually pretty good,
Yeah.
I have to say. We got some other things that we're thinking about doing. You know what I think we should do before we do the one that you wanted to do?
What?
I think we should go to Brushy Mountain.
Brushy Mountain?
Same price. Well, actually less. And we get 4 complete hours alone. And I know where some places we need to go. I've been studying. I think we could do good at Brushy.
Well, we can go there first. I think they're booked up now, though.
I have to, I'll wear my kilt.
You get a cold brush of wind.
Well,
when them
you know-
spirits will get under that thing and just fall laying around.
The reason I say that is because, you know, it's a prison.
Yeah.
And
They might like it.
we
Don't drop the soap on me.
don't bend over. The thing is that, you know, everything that I've watched where people have gone there and they've had women with them, it's gone off the charts. But I've seen a few where it's just men going, and they've had a lot of activity. And I'm just joking about wearing my kilt. Everybody.
Was it the succubus?
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 No. It was there was this
Or the incubus?
one entity that there used to be a guy who's a midget, and they actually started getting these really small shadows and the smell of cigars, and the guy smoked cigars. And I mean, it was crazy, all the stuff that they got, and they would only get readings as high as like a little kid. And so it was, I don't know, it was pretty neat.
Were they using the SLS camera or something?
Yes.
And that had a little figure of
Yes.
a kid? I'm getting one of them. Yes.
Why don't we just make our own?
We got time.
Yeah. No, not really, do we? That's true.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this show we put together for you.
Yes, and I want to thank everybody that listened tonight, and you know, hey, listens to this when we podcast it up.
Yep.
And we see that we had a lot of people come in to the Podbean. We want to thank Podbean. We want to thank Spreaker.
Oh yeah.
For everything, and we also want to you know, encourage everybody to come over to paranormal411.org. Sign up, become a member. It's free.
Yeah.
Literally, we don't bug you to do nothing. Just sign up. So there's all kinds of cool stuff on there.
Yep.
It's action packed. All kinds of creepy stuff on there. Come visit us.
Yeah. Come visit us.
And come join us. That's our favorite words to say. Come join us.
Come join us.
And but everybody have a good weekend. Hopefully it's nice where you are. It's supposed to stop raining today here, and it's supposed to be kind of nice for the rest of the weekend, I think. So Jason could get some honey-do list stuff done. He's rolling his eyes.
I heard you had a
Dang it.
list too. Is that why you're driving?
Well, I've got to go I've got to leave at 2:00 in the morning to take a load to Georgia, and then I'll be back.
Then you can start on that list.
Yeah, I promised her that would be Sunday. So, yeah, I've got a short list myself. Well, it's probably gotten long since I've been gone for 2 weeks, but
I heard it's pretty big.
yeah, I bet. I bet. But, you know, get out there, get some sunshine, have some fun. And, you know what? Tune out the world every once in a while. And, you know, that stuff will start rotting your brain. And don't, you know, don't worry yourself about it all the time.
Turn off the news and listen to some paranormal.
Yeah. Because, you know, escapism is real.
That's correct.
You know, it's okay to turn that stuff off and stop worrying for a little bit. You know, that'll bring you to a bad place. And I promise, if you just turn it off for a weekend and don't think about that stuff. Don't listen to the talking heads and just veg out on some good paranormal or whatever. Just go outside and get some sun. But, you know, we want to encourage everybody to do that because, you know, this life's hard enough as it is. And you don't need to make it any worse by worrying about stuff that is not under our control most of the time anyway. So, right, Jason?
That's right. I want to read something from our buddy across the seas, Mr. Manser.
Yeah.
Steve Manser wrote us an email. We stay in contact with him, you know, frequently. And that's where David got escapism.
Yes.
So it says he was listening to a paranormal podcast earlier today, and the host commented on the fact that the escapism created by shows such as this one,
yes,
are really critical to audience members, especially through hard times in their lives.
Yeah,
that's true.
It is. It's good to get that stuff out of your mind and not think about it for a little while because it'll eat at you. It's unhealthy.
Yep.
So find something else to do, whether it's riding a bike, whatever it is. But find something else to do for a little bit. Get that stuff off your mind. You know, we, especially here in America, and I'm sure in other parts of the world, like to, you know, especially as we get older and have kids and everything else, we like to be more politically active. And or we get more politically active, it seems like. And sometimes that'll wear you down. That'll wear you down. And so definitely get out, have a good time, you know, do something this weekend. Hey, you know, we just had a holiday like yesterday. I didn't get to participate.
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, St. Patty's Day. I would have wore my kilt yesterday if I was home.
You should have took it with you and drove with it and got out at truck stops. And,
hey, there's guys that do it.
Yeah, I
wouldn't have been the only one. There's guys that do it. There's guys that. I told the wife. I said I almost think when we LLC it would be the kilted driver or something. You know, the kilted trucker or something. You know, I don't know. Yeah. She's like, "Are you going to wear your kilt all the time?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Then that's stupid. Don't do it."
How about leprechaun trucking?
Yeah, that's good. Look at the Irish.
All right.
But, you know, everybody have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend. Have fun. Spend time with your family. Remember, paranormal411.org. Sign up, become a member. It's free. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, all at Paranormal411.
Oh, yeah.
Join us.
Join us.
And, you know, here pretty soon, we're going to start getting back in contact with, you know, last year we had a action-packed year with tons and tons and tons of guests. And we're going to start inviting some of those guests back and some new guests. And so we will start having a lot of new guests and stuff come on. So stay tuned. Everybody have a good night. Have a good weekend. And we will see you next time on Paranormal 411 with your host, Jason Scott and David Reagan. Good night.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Paranormal411. Join us on the website at paranormal411.org. It's free to sign up and become a member. All of our upcoming shows are on the guest and events page. You can also listen to past shows on the website as well. And if you like the show and want to support us, you can do that by becoming a premium member for only $2 a month. Thanks for listening to Paranormal 411. Join us.